say, man, for those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what's coming next. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. We're gonna get to that other shit in a minute. But first, what you gotta understand is everything is vibration, man. And today, we finna catch the right one. So, if you fuck around, it's about that time to put some flame to that motherfucker. And if you don't, just chill. We respect it. Shout out to my Venus and Taurus people. You know what I'm saying? We got Venus entering Taurus today, y'all. So, she's right at home. It's about that time to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. One time. Sometimes I gotta ask myself, who the fuck do I think I am? Like Django said, I'm that 1 in 10,000. What it was, y'all. Y'all already know who it is. If not, you know, there it is. Y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Yourself. And this right here, this ain't shit but some cosmic insight, man. And it's a beautiful day, man. I don't know where you at, but where I'm at in Narnia, it's Wednesday, hump day. And so, guess what we gonna do, y'all? We gonna jump back into Venus. We gonna dive right in. And we're gonna talk about Venus in the houses. And this time, we're gonna kick it off right off the rip. So, this right here, this gonna be a little something about those people that have Venus in the first house of their natal chart. Yeah, them pretty motherfuckers. And before we actually get to that, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give y'all a little information on Venus. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of the energy behind it and how it might affect you. Then after that, I'm going to bring y'all a little information on what that first house of the astrological chart is actually all about. Then after that, we're going to bring it to a culmination. We're going to keep it all the way gangster, man. And so without no more time to waste, let's get it started, man. So Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically, and it rules the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the second and the seventh house of the astrological chart, y'all. And so for me, Venus is all about pleasure, especially pleasure shared with somebody else in particular. This planet concerns itself with love, romance, harmony, money, marriages, friendships, business partnerships, and beauty. Yeah. Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness. And it's also about teaching us to love and appreciate the things that we possess. Yeah. It's about the arts and each of our individual sense of the aesthetic, man. Venus really wants us to indulge our senses and, revel in the beauty of the universe. It's inextricably linked to refinement, culture, charm, and grace. And this planet kind of also deals with the pleasures that we derive from our possessions, y'all. And, luxuries of all kind are fucking pleasing to Venus. And, its energy really asks us to appreciate the exquisite nature of everything. And, this is extremely sensual, not necessarily sexual, but, it's an extremely sensual world as far as Venus is concerned, man. And, it can show how and what you value and how and what you love. Okay. And so, or how you like to be loved in some cases. And so when we talking about the first house, okay, the first house is, the house of self. And the cusp of the first house, that's where the ascendant lives, man. And, whichever sign and that's the sign that was rising from the east at the time you were born. And we've already talked about the ascendant, y'all. And, and through this thinking and in terms of sunrise and beginnings, you can start to kind of grasp the concept of the first house. Here new beginnings are centered on the individual, the self. You know what I'm saying? And the voyage of discovery and, that really defines each one of us. Who are you? Who will you become? You know what I'm saying? How can you realize your best self? The first house speaks to about how you are a unique individual in this existence. The first house is ruled by Aries and the planet Mars. And, it really, it really speaks to our appearance, our apparent personality and our kind of a preferred approach to life. It's the outer vessel, but not necessarily the sum of one's total being. You get what I'm saying? It's the package that we kind of outwardly project to the world that we come in, man. The first house also represents the physical body and in particular, the head and the face. You know what I'm saying? The first house, rules over, just your personality in an outward sense, man. In some, the first house speaks to, how we get to the person that we're becoming, both internally and externally. And it addresses our personality and presentation to the physical world of our demeanor and our approach to life. You get what I'm saying? And so when we talk about having Venus in the first house, man, y'all, there are some people that are just, incredibly attractive. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who just, who you can't help but like. And it ain't just you. You know what I'm saying? It seems like just about everybody that ain't a motherfucking straight up hater, you know what I'm saying, fucks with these people, man. And it's everybody that wants to be around them, and success kind of follows them, man. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. You know what I'm saying? Then there's those motherfuckers that just seem to have it all. You know what I'm saying? From their inner beauty to their outward attractiveness, you know what I'm saying? To the motherfucking graceful way that they carry themselves, you know what I'm saying? To the eloquent manners, to impeccable style, to, you know what I'm saying? All of that. They got it. I ain't gassing nobody. I really ain't, man. When I say that, you know what I'm saying? This is where the motherfucker with Venus in the first house is in a nutshell sometimes, man. And that's kind of what it is, man. And there's other things that could aspect that and change that. But when we talk about Venus in the first house, that's what we talking about, man. We talking about, you know what I'm saying, James Bond. And when we talking about ladies, man, you know, you're talking about cultures, charm, grace, sensuality. You know what I'm saying? The embodiment of Aphrodite. Yeah. You know, Venus is about harmony. And when it's placed in the first house, man, it really imbues an element of sanguinity and cooperation to the way that the native cooperates with the world. Real talk. It also kind of enhances their attractiveness in the eyes of others and downplays some of the arrogance and egotism that's possibly inherent to them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's really might be coming from other signing aspects of the chart. Like Venus knows how to make it work, man. Make it work for you. Make it like, man, something about that motherfucker, man. That's kind of what it is, man. These folks are masters in the fine art of finesse. Real talk. Real talk. And who have always kind of understood that you can catch way more flies with honey than you ever could with vinegar. And a lot of people will never understand that. And I don't have Venus in the first house, you know what I'm saying? But Venus is my chart ruler. And I got Venus in the 10th. So I'm well acquainted with this energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm well acquainted with this energy, man. To be honest, you know, when Venus expresses her qualities through the physical manifestations of the first house, you know what I'm saying? First reactions to motherfuckers are typically affectionate or sensual. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta be careful cause they know how to work their jelly, man. Don't get it twisted. And that charm of theirs is going to help them out of a lot of jams throughout this whole life and in this existence that they're going through, man. And I can say that, you know, some of the challenges I can't see with this one is conceitedness and the way that they kind of always strive to be the center of attention in a way to the point where it can, you know, flirt with narcissism sometimes in the lower vibration. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that. And, you know, but at the same time, I might have to even retract that because they're about love and harmony. And can no narcissist be about love and harmony if you really understand the true nature of narcissism? Okay, so when people get that twisted, yeah, you can be a conceited, self-centered motherfucker, but that don't make you a narcissist. So I'm going to retract the statement that I just said. They could just be extremely self-centered. And, you know, since they love being surrounded by people, you know what I'm saying? They kind of constantly obsess over ensuring that everybody likes them. This is somebody that wants everybody to like them, man. And in the rare cases that motherfuckers don't like them, like it really fucks with them. It really fucks with them, and it can make them question themselves, which I shouldn't have to tell you that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You shouldn't find your value in somebody else's opinion of you. Like that's not good ever, man. You know, these are the motherfuckers that always want to be the one that has the motherfucking solution to everything. And in the cases when they can't be that, you know what I'm saying? Most of them kind of start acting foolishly and, you know, kind of start being out of character and doing passive aggressive shit, you know, which is a common theme in their life. Cause, you know, that passive aggressiveness is also their go-to in the times that they feel insecure by, you know, enable them to fucking hide their feelings of low self-esteem from other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and let me put y'all up on game on something for real, man. even though their diplomatic nature can, be a great strength and a fucking asset, when I think about it, it can also be a fucked up curse too. It can, because when you're constantly, you're on your own head, man, and you know what I'm saying, and you're always passing out favors, you know what I'm saying, and you're always in need of peace, you know what I'm saying, it can really build up some really deep feelings of resentment inside you, because you don't know how to confront a situation, because conflict is just not what you do best if you got Venus in the first house. Now, there's other things that could aspect that and change that out, but conflict is not something that, you're really about. You know what I'm saying? You kind of avoid that like the plague in a way, man. And when you still feel a certain type of way, but you're not being, being confrontational about the situation, it leads to them resentments of feeling inside, which, unfortunately usually leads to more passive aggressive behavior cycles. So it can be hell in that way, but that's just about it. And like I said, there's other things that could change that. And just like I said, it doesn't matter what you have in your chart. We'll talk about it in a minute. But on a more positive note, I could say this, first house Venus people are fucking fiercely dedicated to people they love, because they usually derive their self-identity from people and relationships that surround them. You know what I'm saying? And to sum this up, man, first house Venus people have, been naturally blessed with a touch of class. And that's just what it is, man. They just want everybody to enjoy themselves. And beyond all the superficial vanity that goes with it, man, they're just pleasant people. They're just pleasant people, man, that are made to love. And that's true, man. They ain't about conflict. And that's not to say that they scary. Like I said, man, they just are above the bullshit. That's what Venus in the first house does, man. And if it takes some humbling themselves or having to compromise to maintain harmony, you know what I'm saying? Then so be it. So when I said that earlier about retracting that statement about there's no way a person with Venus in the first house could be a narcissist. They can be conceited. They can be full of themselves. They can be some pretty motherfuckers that think they better than you. But, narcissists, they can't be that, because they love people and they're going to want to help people because they want to get positive reactions out of people. You get what I'm saying? So that's cool with it, man. They ain't tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Their ego values peace, and that's cool with that. Okay. Lastly, Venus is about indulging the senses. So these people here, they're gonna ooze sensuality, man. But they're also gonna immensely enjoy and be empowered by, reveling in exquisite indulgence. But either way, man, just cause you built like that, it don't mean you have to build like that, man. This is a beautiful energy to have, but there's a lot of stuff that you ain't got to deal with. So you can leave the negativity alone. We all have all this energy available to us in our charts. What you do with it is what you do with it, okay? And even beyond that, it ain't about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And this has been some priceless knowledge of self. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support. If y'all are interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below, or you can email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And hey, man, that also pertains to if y'all want to fuck with me on the merch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get y'all any kind of hats, hoodies. You know what I'm saying? I got several different styles of hats here. I got all kinds of shit, man. Y'all get y'all some hoodies. Y'all can't get them custom like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not the HNIC. I am. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't do that for you, but get at me, man. If you're interested in donating to the channel, donating to the cause, man, the link is in the description below, man. Hey, man, if y'all fuck with me on any level, like, share, and subscribe to this motherfucker, man, because I put in a lot of hard work, man. Help me get out on this algorithm, man. Share this motherfucker. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to a certain point, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to a certain point, man. And I'm dedicated to you. Okay? In just a minute, we're going to be back with a little something about those people that have Venus in the 10th house. Okay. Why? Because I have Venus in the 10th house. Yes, sir. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I got Venus in Leo in the 10th house. Rawr.